Exodus chapter 13, verse 21 through chapter 15, verse 18. And Yahweh went before them by day in a column of cloud to lead the way, and by night in a column of fire to give them light, so as to go by day and night. The column of cloud did not cease by day, nor the column of fire by night before the people. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, that they turn back and camp before Pi Hahiroth, between Migdal and the sea, before Baal Zephon, opposite you camp by the sea. And Pharaoh shall say of the children of Israel, They are bewildered in the land. The wilderness has shut them in. And I shall harden the heart of Pharaoh, and he shall follow after them, and I shall be esteemed through Pharaoh and all his might, and the Mitzrites shall know that I am Yahweh. And they did so. And it was announced to the sovereign of Mitzrayim that the people had fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was changed toward the people. And they said, What is this we have done, that we have let Yisrael go from serving us? So he prepared his chariot and took his people with him, and he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Mitzrayim, with officers over every one of them. And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, and he pursued the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with a high hand. But the Mitzrites pursued them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them camping by the sea, beside Pi Hahiroth, before Baal Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew near, the children of Israel lifted their eyes and saw the Mitzrites coming on after them, and they were greatly afraid. And the children of Israel cried out to Yahweh. And they said to Moshe, Is it because there were no graves in Mitzrayim that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? What is this you have done to us, to bring us out of Mitzrayim? Is this not the word that we spoke to you in Mitzrayim, saying, Let us alone to serve the Mitzrites, for it would have been better for us to serve the Mitzrites than to die in the wilderness? And Moshe said to the people, Do not fear. Stand still and see the deliverance of Yahweh, which he works for you today. For the Mitzrites whom you have seen today, you are to see them again no more forever. Yahweh is fighting for you, and you keep silent. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Why do you cry to me? Speak to the children of Israel to go forward. And you, lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, and let the children of Israel go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And look, I am hardening the hearts of the Mitzrites, and they go in after them. And I shall be esteemed through Pharaoh and all his might, his chariots, and his horsemen. And the Mitzrites shall know that I am Yahweh, when I am esteemed through Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. And the messenger of Elohim, who went before the camp of Israel, moved and went behind them. And the column of cloud moved from before them and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Mitzrites and the camp of Israel. And there was the cloud and the darkness, and it gave light by night, so that the one did not come near the other all night. And Moshe stretched out his hand over the sea, and Yahweh drove the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea on dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on their right and on their left. And the Mitzrites pursued and went after them into the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to be in the morning watch that Yahweh looked down upon the army of the Mitzrites through the column of fire and cloud, and he confused the army of the Mitzrites. And he took off their chariot wheels, so that they drove them with difficulty. And the Mitzrites said, Let us flee from the face of Israel, for Yahweh is fighting for them against the Mitzrites. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Stretch out your hand over the sea, so that the waters come back upon the Mitzrites, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moshe stretched out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength when the morning appeared. And the Mitzrites fled before it, And Yahweh overthrew the Mitzrites in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots, the horsemen, and all the army of Pharaoh that went in after them into the sea. Not so much as one of them remained. But the children of Israel walked on dry ground in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right and on their left. Thus Yahweh saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Mitzrites, and Israel saw the Mitzrites dead on the seashore. And Israel saw the great work which Yahweh had done against the Mitzrites, so the people feared Yahweh and believed in Yahweh and in his servant Moshe. Then Moshe and the children of Israel sang this song to Yahweh and spoke, saying, I sing to Yahweh, for he is highly exalted. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. Yahweh is my strength and song, and he has become my deliverance. He is my El, and I praise him, my father's Elohim, and I exalt him. Yahweh is a man of battle, Yahweh is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his army he has cast into the sea, and his chosen officers have been drowned in the sea of reeds. The deeps covered them, they went down to the depths like a stone. Your right hand, O Yahweh, has become great in power. Your right hand, O Yahweh, has shattered the enemy. And in the greatness of your excellence, you overthrew those who rose against you. You sent forth your wrath, it consumed them like stubble. And with the blast of your nostrils, the waters were heaped up, the floods stood upright like a wall, the deeps were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I pursue, I overtake, I divide the spoil. My desire is filled on them. I draw out my sword, my hand destroys them. You blew with your wind, the sea covered them, they sank like lead in the mighty waters. Who is like you, O Yahweh, among the mighty ones? Who is like you, great in set apartness, awesome in praises, working wonders? You stretched out your right hand, the earth swallowed them. You, in your loving commitment, have led the people whom you have redeemed. You have guided them in your strength to your set-apart dwelling. Peoples heard, they trembled. Anguish gripped the inhabitants of Philistia. Then the chiefs of Edom were afraid. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, gripped them. All the inhabitants of Canaan melted away. Fear and dread fall on them. By the greatness of your arm, they are as still as a stone. Till your people pass over, O Yahweh, till the people pass over whom you bought. You bring them in and plant them in the mountain of your inheritance, the place, O Yahweh, which you have made for your dwelling, the set-apart place, O Yahweh, which your hands have established. Yahweh reigns forever and ever.